take on the Conant Cougars. It's been a tough year for Schaumburg as their offense has really struggled. They haven't scored 50 points in any of their 4 games. But as we've seen on Twitter, it's hashtag throw out the records, as we saw on Conant's Twitter page. And that means a lot for the Schaumburg fans as they try to get their first win of the season here inside the gymnasium. Now Conant is led by sophomore sensation Ryan Davis, who stands at 6'9". He had a great tournament at St. Ryan Thanksgiving invitation. Schaumburg, on the other hand, they went 0-4 at St. Charles East Thanksgiving. As we said, throw out the record. Schaumburg tries to get their first win of the season against Conant. Schaumburg against Conant for the broadcast of ATTV face-to-face. Coming up next.
Before we introduce tonight's starting lineup, the Conant boys basketball staff and the entire Conant athletic department would like to congratulate Schaumburg head coach Ray Heisler and his wife Kirsten on the birth of their daughter Piper earlier this week. We hear Coach already has the basketball in her hands. Best wishes from the Cougars. And now it's time to introduce tonight's starting lineups. For the visiting Saxons, number 21, Jeffrey Asa. And for the Cougars, number 3, Jimmy Sotos. For Schaumburg, number 30, Eric Rushing. And for Conant, number 11, Brandon Nixon. And for the Saxons, number 15, Jason Shue. And for the Cougars, number 21, Chima Oducha. Next up for the Saxons, number 4, Kenneth Travis. And for the Cougars, number 22, Ben Scholes. Rounding out the lineup for the Saxons, number 32, Hezzy Trotter. And the big man for the Cougars, number 25, Ryan Davis. The Saxons are coached by Mr. Wade Heisler, assisted by Bob Constantino. The Cougars are coached by Tom McCormick, assisted by Bruce Hildebrand and Garrett Getz. Your officials for tonight's game are Scott Perry, Alan Schweitzel, and John Earl.
Okay, ready to tip it off.
And the tip-off, and it's won by Conant as we begin this game against Schaumburg. As Schaumburg, as we said before the broadcast, they're 0-4 on the season, but it's still very early on in the game. And Conant with the ball right now. Half-court offense here. Couple of passes. Back out to Sotos. Sotos with it. Pump fake. Out to the three-point arc. Sotos calls for it and gets it back. Soto playing point guard tonight. Wide open three.
Winston.
Contested though, and it's rebounded by Oducha and goes in. Nice job there, Bruce, by Oducha blocking out, getting the rebound, and Conant takes an early 2-0 lead.
So Conant moving the ball well to start. See what Schaumburg can do on their end.
Schaumburg the other way now in their half-court offense. Back out to the point. And he's double-teamed, and it goes out to the right wing. Back at the point now. Good defense by Conant thus far. There's been no passes inside the paint on this possession for the Saxons. Nice drive, but it was contested, in and out, and Conant with the rebound. And it's picked up by Sotos.
Trotter not able to get that shot in.
Inside the paint now, Oducha with the move, and Oducha with an air ball, and it's rebounded by the Saxons. So some stingy defense on both sides today thus far, Bruce.
Jason Shue brought that ball up.
Stolen away by Soto. Soto's a wide open layup. Good! Conant leads by 4.
Sotos was all conference last year, and he picks up where he left off.
He did well in that invitational as he did very well. He scored 16 points in their only loss of the year. That was to Highland Park. Inside the paint, layup is good.
Number 15, Jason Shue with those 2 points.
You know, Bruce, they have 8 seniors on this team, so you got to know that the leadership on this team, even though they're 0-4, they're not going to be panicking, and they're going to give Conant all they can handle.
Ben Scholes just able to get up and grab that before it went out of bounds. High pass. Conant again moving it around.
Nice to see the Conant cheerleaders with the cool Santa hats. Three-pointer in and out, rebounded by Shue, so he scores the first basket for Schaumburg, and then he gets a nice rebound there.
Ben Scholes not able to get that one to fall. Schaumburg back on an attack, trailing by 2.
On the right wing, guarded by Oducha. As Oducha's a very dynamic player, plays a little inside as center and power forward, but he can also guard the wing positions. Once again, great defense by Conant, as Schaumburg has not been able to get into their half-court set. They haven't been able to get any passes inside the paint.
Trotter for 2.
Well, Bruce, where do you go to make a deposit?
Right where he was.
Bank shot in. We're all tied at 4. 4:43 remaining in the first quarter. As an inside pass to Davis. Davis with the post-up move. No good, but he'll shoot 2 free throws. And Bruce, he's 6'9", and he showed it all there. Just shot over the defender.
And he's a stout fellow. He's not a skinny 6'9". He's a football player 6'9".
Davis will shoot both free throws here. First one, no good, and he'll shoot the second one here to try to give Conant a 5-4 lead.
Second one swishes through.
So Davis connects on one of his 2 free throw attempts, and Conant is back on top. Brandon Vincent on defense, as that was almost an over and back. Great defense there by Vincent.
Mike Downing handling the ball. He's got the dribble, passes.
Inside the paint, layup, no good.
Sorry, that was Jason Shue on that dribble. I was looking at the wrong lineup there.
So 2 free throws here for Schaumburg as they try to get back on top. First one, no good.
Clangs off the iron.
Well, they call it a free throw, Bruce, but it's not exactly a free shot.
It is a free shot. It's a free throw. But it isn't free points.
Not free points. And the case in Dwight Howard, barely 60% free points. He's struggled with free throws throughout his career in the NBA. We're all tied at 5, 4:14 remaining here in the first quarter. Jimmy Soto's with it as he sets up the half-court offense. Sotos plays point guard for Conant. Vincent with the long
3, air ball.
And it's going to go out. Saxons ball. As a good defense there by the Saxons. Both teams have played pretty darn good defense. Besides that nice post-up move by Ryan Davis, not many points have been in the paint thus far. So it's been a lot of shots from the perimeter.
But Schaumburg able to make them count. Oh, 3, not able to get that one to fall.
Another bank shot attempt.
That was Jason Shue unable to connect. Vinson with the ball, cross court. Sotos for 3, rims it out. And we got a foul.
It's going to be against the Saxons, and so Sotos will inbound it here. Nope. Yep, he will. Sotos on the inbounds pass. Nice pass to Davis and back to Sotos.
Using that height to get the ball in. Sotos
beautiful
floats
move
it
by
in.
Sotos. He fakes the pass and a beautiful floater shot. Derrick Rose, take notes. Looked like a little Derrick Rose there with a nice little floater shot.
Oh, he certainly rose to the occasion, that's for sure.
Oh, puns are tons of fun.
Yeah.
Fakes the three-point shot inside the lane. Nice pass. Layup is good. Credit on the basket is Cameron Powell, but an even better dish there by Jason Shue. We're all deadlocked at 7. And it's a beautiful pass to the other wing. Three-pointer attempt, no good. Rebounded by Oducha. Oducha's shot, no good. And it looked like it was a foul against Conant. Good call, as it looks like he got him on the wrist on the rebound attempt.
So Rushing going to inbound it here.
So both teams go to their bench as we got 2:37 left.
Jason Shue to bring it up.
As
Schaumburg moving the ball.
inside the paint, backdoor cut.
Backdoor. Jason Shue not able to hang on to that pass. It was in low.
Looks like it was last touched by Ben Scholes, another sophomore on this team. So Conant's got a lot of youth and a lot of experience.
Cameron Powell gets it in.
And another foul called against Conant, so another inbounds pass for the Schaumburg Saxons. Well, we said before the broadcast, Bruce, to throw the records in the trash because Schaumburg's 0-4, but they don't look like an 0-4 team today.
No, they're going toe-to-toe with Conant here tonight.
Inside the paint, triple teamed, almost a 3-second violation, and Ryan Davis with the steal. Jimmy Sotos, and he'll reset the offense.
So Conant known for their stiff defense. They've been able to keep Schaumburg at bay.
Schaumburg's defense has been good too, especially boxing out the taller Oducha. And they also have Ryan Davis. They got good size inside, but the Schaumburg Saxons have so far been able to stifle any kind of rebound attempts for Conant thus far in the game.
A lot of speed for Conant. A lot of quick out there.
Soto's back with it. Goes off Oducha's fingertips. Schaumburg the other way, 2-on-2. Inside, contested layup. It might have been partially blocked, but Schaumburg gets the rebound. Fakes the shot, and Schaumburg will reset. Inside the lane, wide open layup, good! Schaumburg's back on top.
Cameron Powell with that shot.
That's 4 points now for Powell. We've seen a lot of intensity from Schaumburg today. As anytime you're 0-4, you got a little bit more intensity you're going to bring to the table, as nobody wants to go 0-5.
So that's the first lead for Schaumburg. They're up 9-7.
Entering the game now for the Conant Cougars is Nikola Todorov. And Ryan Davis takes a seat. Inbounds pass. Near the baseline. Fakes the shot. Three-point shot attempt. Good! Had 3 points on the Jumbotron. As it looked like Todorov made that shot.
Ben Scholes.
10-9 is our score. Under a minute remaining. Dangerous pass, and it was almost stolen by Todorov.
Oh, mugging.
Well, the Conant Cougars are led by head coach Tom McCormick. And he's countered by Schaumburg head coach Wade Heisler. So far, great defense by both teams.
Anthony Durazio is going to get it in here, and he does. Cameron Powell with the ball, drives, denied, kicks it out. Oh, rejected.
Beautiful block by Oducha.
Travel.
Yes, traveling call. Tried to draw the blocking foul, but you can't run with the ball. You got to dribble, Bruce.
That's right. And you got to have a handle on it before you can dribble.
Under 30 seconds left. 10-9 is our score in the first quarter. As they're going to hold the ball for the last shot of the quarter. Well, Schaumburg struggled offensively all season, but their defense looks great today, so if they can hold Conant to 40 or less points, Schaumburg might get their first victory of the season. 5 seconds left, gotta shoot. With the shot in the lane, did he get it off?
Oh, and the tip in.
And they're gonna count it for Oducha, as that's 12-9 is our score heading into the second quarter of play.
So Conant able to put their foot on the gas there at the end of the first period. And they rattled off 5 unanswered points there to take the 12-9 lead.
Well, as we enter the second quarter, the Conant cheerleaders with their cool little Santa hats are going to enter the court and show us their little dance moves. Bruce, are you a dancer?
I am not.
You are not?
I have 2 left feet.
You have 2 left feet, so we will not be dancing to Dance Dance Revolution after the game.
I will not.
Oh, you will not. I can. Tomorrow night's karaoke, though, right?
Exactly right.
Well, 12-9 is our score, Bruce, as it's been great defense by Schaumburg, but they got to get some more open attempts in the perimeter. All of their perimeter shots have been contested by Conant tonight.
And all their drives have been contested. Some of them have been rejected. They're just not having much luck in the paint.
A lot of their points, if they've been in the paint, have been on some beautiful backdoor cuts, but you can't have every possession be a beautiful possession. Sometimes you got to get those hard-nosed perimeter shots to go down, and their kickbacks out to the perimeter, Conant has been contesting every shot.
And sometimes that backdoor is getting slammed on them.
Well, we're about to resume as the second quarter begins. And now at point guard, number 21 for Schaumburg. Couple of perimeter passes, still on the wing. At the point now. An open 3 attempt, air ball, rebounded by the Saxons. Well, they got an open shot there, but they didn't even hit rim, so hopefully they can get a little bit better attempt as they remain in possession of the ball.
And Schaumburg forcing them to airmail those shots in.
Well, even the open shots that the Saxons have had, Conant has been quick to contest. As we're nearing about a minute into the quarter. Once again, great defense by the Cougars.
Schaumburg needs to get something going here on offense. They're falling behind. Need to reel them in a bit.
Well, we're into a minute into the quarter as Conant leads 12-9. They just can't get anything into the paint. Schaumburg struggling on offense. Contested.
And fouled.
They're going to say hit the wrist. I thought that was a good call. And 2 free throws for the Saxons.
Powell will go to the line.
Powell's been great. He has 4 points, trying to add 2 more to add 6 to his total for the evening.
First one goes.
Cameron Powell, he's a junior on this team. They have one sophomore, that's Zachary Zolan on the Saxons. As we said, 8 seniors on the Saxon team, so they're 0-4 to start the season, but when you have that senior leadership, it does help you down the stretch run, especially if you're fighting for a good spot in the regionals.
Nothing like experience. That one rims off. So,
hard-nosed basketball, great defense on both ends. Schaumburg, they might be down an inch when it comes to size inside of the power forward and center positions, but they've done a great job of boxing out thus far tonight. Soto's on the drive. They're going to call a foul against the Saxons. Looks like they've reached in there. Both teams have 5 team fouls. Soto's will inbound.
Conant with a 2-point lead.
Soto stands at 6'2". He's 170 pounds.
No
Bad
intercepted.
pass stolen by the Saxons, so both teams have a steal apiece.
Cameron Powell with the quick hands there.
Cameron Powell's been great. 5 points and a steal. Well, Schaumburg's been great on defense, but offensively, Conant's been stifled them all night. It's been a defensive battle. Both teams playing great defense. Beautiful backdoor
nice
cut, wide open layup. Schaumburg ties it up at 12.
Trotter for 2.
Trotter Hayes with the basket. We're all tied up at 12. Well, Bruce, they can't get the perimeter shots to go, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Those backdoor cuts have worked. Soto's answers with a nice layup.
14-12.
Nice little kiss into the basket. Finger roll, left-handed style for Soto's.
And Soto's just so quick.
Once again, great defense by Conant as Schaumburg just can't get anything inside. As they'll reset. Inside now, contested, blocked
rejected.
by Davis. What a beautiful block by Ryan Davis.
Hayes just doesn't have the height there inside. And 2 more.
2 more
Todorov.
points, yeah.
Nicola.
He's a senior, stands at 6'5". Not exactly Ryan Davis's height, but he used all his height there for a beautiful post-up.
Ooh, backdoor.
Once again.
Jason Shoe.
Well, if you're Schaumburg, keep doing it until they stop it. Why not?
Yeah.
Timeout for the Cougars. You're watching a broadcast of Conant Cougars basketball here on HETV. Do we do commercial breaks? Okay. Well, we're back with 4:39 remaining in the second half as Conant leads 16-14. Good timeout there as it looked like he might have been trapped right near half court. Beautiful defense on both ends, Bruce. The only thing working for Schaumburg is those backdoor cuts, but it's working. They're only down by 2.
And the occasional long shot. So, yeah, they're staying right there with them. You'd expect Conant to be farther ahead just based on the records, but like you said, you can throw them out with this crosstown rivalry. 2 schools close to each other. These guys grew up together, know each other very well.
A lot of them play travel basketball together.
No doubt.
Soto's with the ball. Jimmy Soto's a junior at 6'2". So far, it's been the Cameron Powell show for the Saxons as he's been great. 5 points and a steal for the young junior. Oducha looking to check in for
drives,
Conant.
can't get it to drop. And a little wrestling match there under the net.
Looked like it was called against Davis.
Todorov picks up the foul.
Oducha back on the court, and when all 3 are on the court, Downing is 6'8", Oducha 6'7", and Ryan Davis is 6'9". If they ever want to play big, they have a lot of size on this Conant team.
And they move well for big men. Traveling. Cameron Powell not able to keep the feet set.
Well, nobody's perfect, Bruce. He's had a great game.
He has.
Even the great ones make mistakes. Even Jordan, although he wouldn't admit it. Michael Jordan, the perfectionist. Under 4 minutes remaining in the first half. 16-14 is our score. Conant up by 2. Nice drive inside to Davis. No good. Rebound by Oducha. No good. Rebounded by the Saxons.
Rushing pulled that down for the Saxons.
Couple of chances there by the Cougars, but even though they got the rebounds in the paint, both of those shots were contested by the Saxons. Nice move. Double team. Oducha gets it.
I think it hit the side of the backboard.
Yep, it did.
So it was considered out of bounds. Schaumburg not able to tie it up.
Well, Trotter Hayes takes a seat on the bench. He gave him a couple good minutes off the bench for the Saxons. As we're nearing 3 minutes left in the first half. Shot is good, a little kiss. A little bit of luck as it goes in.
So Downing for 2.
18-14 is our score.
Oh!
Well, they had the play right as it had Conant guessing, but he wasn't ready for the pass. Under 3 minutes remaining in the first half as Conant leads by 4. Well, both teams are trying to pound the paint, especially Conant, as they have an inch or two as a size advantage over the Saxons. But the Saxons can counter with a lot of senior leadership, 8 seniors on this Saxon team. Wide open 3 attempt, and it's good.
Oh, a swish.
Who says fundamentals are dead, Bruce? That was fundamentally sound shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
That shows second three-pointer.
So a timeout by Wade Heisler as he's trying to calm down his team. They're now their biggest deficit of the evening. They're still very much in this game, Bruce, but if you're head coach Wade Heisler, you'd like your team to make a couple threes here and there.
They got to do something. They're chasing 7 right now, and just Conant shut them down. Unable to get anything going offensively.
All their points have been either in the paint or free throws. Leading scorer is Cameron Powell with 5 points. As we got the Conant pep band playing. 21-14 is our score. 2:36 remaining here in the first half of play. Well, Jimmy Soto's leading the way for the Conant Cougars with 6 points. But a lot of those have just been great drives by the junior. He's done a great job driving into the lane, especially his last basket was a beautiful left-handed layup. That was nothing but the bottom of the net.
And you expect that from Jimmy Sotos. He's been doing it year in, year out.
He's got another year left after this one.
Hard to believe. It seems like he's been playing for 5 years. And coach would probably love it if he could.
3-point shot, blocked by Oducha, rebounded by Sotos, and he was fouled hard. On the foul was Eric Rushing, one of the seniors on the Saxons. There's 17 fouls, so we're in the bonus. Obviously, you don't want Conant to go to the line, but when you're down 7 points, I like the aggression there by the Saxons. They needed that rebound, but it just didn't go their way.
Sotos gets the first one to drop.
Well, Bruce, now that Conant is in the bonus, you think that the Saxons are going to be less aggressive to make sure that Conant doesn't get any easy free throws going forward in the first half.
But you got to stay aggressive so they don't get easy layups and easy shots. So kind of a no-win situation there.
Well, Conant adds to their lead. They're up by 9. Still got a lot of basketball left, especially if Schaumburg can get a couple of nice perimeter shots. Let's see if they can get their mid-range going. Almost lost his dribble, and now he does. Almost stolen, and Schaumburg will reset.
Cameron Powell turned away underneath. Jason Shue going to see if they can get something going here.
Lost his dribble, almost trapped.
Traveling.
Another travel, their third one of the night against Schaumburg. Those are turnovers you can't have if you're head coach Wade Heisler.
It's that Conant defense.
It is. It's very stifling. 23-14 is our score. 1:40 remaining here in the first half. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebounded by the Saxons. On the rebound, 34, Kenneth Travis.
Downing almost able to knock that away from behind.
So much size on this Conant team. When Downing's on the floor, he's actually the smallest man at 6'7". That's just a lot of size. 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" to have to deal with if you're the Saxons. As an inbounds pass here, and will go off from Jason Shue, one of the seniors on the Saxons. And we'll reset with 1:19 remaining here in the first half.
Conant so quick to get over on defense. Just nothing that Jason Shue could do with that ball once he got it.
Well, when you're undersized as the Saxons are, you want to counter with speed, but Conant's fast too. Those big men can move near the paint.
Shue can't get it to fall. Soto's bringing it up.
And this is when the chess match begins, as the Cougars are going to reset their offense, make sure that they don't shoot it too quick, as they want to play a game of shot clock here.
And time definitely on their side, up by 9 points here as the seconds tick away the first half.
Nearing the 30-second mark of the second half, as no rush for Conant. They're going to get their play. As time is on their side, the score is on their side. They lead by 9. Under 20 seconds remaining. Almost traveled there, as Powell almost led him into a travel.
And so often the stall backfires.
5 seconds left. Soto's at the point. 3-point shot attempt by Soto.
Oh, it's in.
Bring it up.
Drains it.
3-point score for Soto's. And the Conant Cougars lead by 12 over the Saxons.
26-14 at the half. Conant just putting their foot on the gas and pulling away.
Well, that was perfect defense by Schaumburg. Well contested, but Jimmy Soto's the leader of this team, the point guard, and sometimes a great defense cannot be defended by even a better shot.
No, Schaumburg's, they got quickness, they're penetrating, but they're getting turned away under the net.
So the Schaumburg defense has been good, but the offense, they just can't get any other points besides those backdoor cuts. They've pretty much been non-existent with those mid-range or three-point attempts.
Okay, well, we'll see a little pom-pom here at halftime and be back for the second half in a few minutes.
we're about to begin the second half as the Conant Cougars lead over the Schaumburg Saxons 26-14. And, well, Conant had the momentum going into the second half as a beautiful three-point shot made by Jimmy Sotos, and they went on quite a run. It was 16-14, and then a 10-0 run to end the first half. What kind of adjustments do you think that Schaumburg's going to have to make for this second half, Bruce?
Schaumburg's going to have to find another shot. All they've got going for them right now is the backdoor play, and it takes a lot of movement to get that Conant defense to forget to look for the backdoor. And they've been slamming it repeatedly.
Well, Conant is on top by 12, and they have possession of the ball as Jimmy Sotos will set up the offense here. Sotos scored the last 3 points with a beautiful shot, even though it was contested, to end the first half. Another wide open look. 3-point shot, no good. Schaumburg the other way. We haven't seen a lot of fast break by either team, Bruce, as both teams have been content with a slow half-court offense. Backdoor cut, and it's well defended by the Cougars. Another backdoor cut. That one not so much.
Oh.
Layup good. Slightly contested, but it was a nice job there. Once again, a backdoor cut, and now they're within 10.
First points of the evening for Eric Rushing.
Well,
they need them.
Still got a lot of basketball left to go as Schaumburg's only down by 10, and their defense has been good all evening. Ryan Davis.
Way up.
You could have great defense, but when Ryan Davis is taller than your whole team, that just helps for Ryan.
It's tough to defend height.
28-16. Conant in control of this one, but Schaumburg still has a chance. We still got a lot of basketball left. On the baseline, he looked like he stepped out. Up there to call foul.
Good call.
As he was just about to go out of bounds. That's why they have the clinic, Bruce. These officials are very good, and he was fouled just before he went out of bounds.
Too bad because he made that shot. So Schaumburg gonna set it up again.
Both teams are content with their half-court offense. We haven't seen a lot of fast break. We saw a 2-on-2 for Schaumburg, but that's because it was off a steal as Schaumburg trails by 12. 28-16 is our score as the Saxons are 0-4 thus far in the season. And you gotta love to see that in your head coach, Wade Heiser. Finally a play that's not a backdoor cut. Just get it to the hoop and see what happens. And they called the foul before it was in the act of shooting. So no free throws attempted for the Saxons. 6:10 remaining in the third quarter. Another backdoor cut's got a chance, but Ryan Davis back there on defense. And they're going to say hit the wrist. And it's going to be 2 free throws for the Saxons.
Ryan Davis called for that.
Defense is harder than it looks, Bruce. You have to go straight up, or every time they're going to call a foul against you. If you're ever trying to swat in an angle, they're going to call a foul. If you got to go straight up and down to be called a block.
There's one for Ken Travis.
Chima Ducha re-enters for the Cougars.
Not the first point of the night for Travis.
Todorov also back in for the Cougars.
And he gets them both. 28-18.
Well, Schaumburg's still in the game. You'd love to see if they could get some drives to the basket to try to open up some mid-range or three-point shots. Just hasn't been working on this stifling and great Conant defense.
That defense pretty much of a blanket out there.
Good defense by the Saxons. Just a couple of shots around the wing, not been able to get anything inside. Timeout called by the Cougars.
And when Schaumburg's been able to penetrate the inside, they've been doing it with their smaller, quicker men, but they're just running into trees down there. They've just been blocked left and right.
Well, as we said, Schaumburg entering today's game 0-4. Offense has been the struggle as they have not scored 50 points in a game all season. They haven't even scored 45. Sometimes that can be because of turnovers, not necessarily about missed shots. 28-18 is our score as play resumes after the timeout by the Cougars, as Conant leads by 10.
And the Schaumburg offense hasn't looked bad. It's just that the Conant defense has looked so darn good.
Like we said, every shot from the perimeter from the Saxons has been contested. Their only non-contested shots have been some beautiful basketball, just beautiful backdoor cuts. That's hard to defend. It's hard to always remember that the offense is going to try those backdoor cuts from the forwards. And they're going to say it was called before he was in the act of shooting. 5:25 remaining in the third quarter. Had of the shot, decided to drive a little bit. Circus shot doesn't go in, but Conant gets the rebound. And Jimmy Soto's with it now. Soto's in the lane. And
wow.
I don't think that's how you drew it up, but as long as it goes in, who cares?
That's right.
30-18 is our score. Conant in control. Schaumburg trying to get some uncontested three-pointers, but they've had trouble all day against this very good Conant defense. In the paint, drives to the basket. Rejected by Oducha.
Stolen back by Trotter. Oh, and a foul.
It looked like he was outside that half circle, which means blocking call against the Cougars. Well, just a little synopsis about Conant High School. Conant High School located in Hoffman Estates, Illinois, and they have a very good gymnastics program. As for the Schaumburg Saxons, there's no debate. They have a pretty good debate team. Look that up on the good old internet. You know who created the internet, Bruce?
Who is that?
The military.
The military.
It was an invention by the military.
Oh, Cameron Powell 0 for 2 from the charity stripe.
4:34 remaining in the third quarter. Conant in full control. They lead by 12. In the paint, double team.
Triple teamed.
Now Ducha over the back. See that rushing foul to Ducha before he went over the back. So it's a foul to call against the Saxons. Inbounds pass here. Soto's with it. Has the shot off the bank and no good. And it's going to be a foul called against the Cougars. So the Saxons get the ball back.
Nikola Chodorov getting that foul.
A lot of speed on this Conant team, but if you're Schaumburg, you got to do everything you can to try to get some open looks. Maybe set a couple screens. You don't have to get three-pointers, but maybe some mid-range shots to try to get some confidence for your guards.
Three-pointer can't fall.
Once again, contested.
Jason Shue had a pretty good look, just couldn't get it to go.
But it wasn't wide open, though. It was pretty contested. And Schaumburg just can't really get anything going with those perimeter shots. So Conant in the lead, 3:40 remaining here in the third quarter.
The clock is definitely their friend here. Leading by 12 points, 3:30 left in the third quarter.
Reaching foul there by Hayes, the only sophomore on this team. And Conant has two sophomores, and one of them is the very good Ryan Davis. He's 6'9". Fakes the mid-range shot, almost went out of bounds. Three-pointer shot, no good. And it looks like it was last touched by the Cougars, and the Saxons will get the ball back.
Danny Ronaldo taking that three-point shot, can't get it to fall. So Jason Shue going to bring it up for Schaumburg.
Well, like you said, Bruce, the clock is Conant's friend, so you don't have to rush into your offense. Make the plays, call the plays that you want to call because you're in full control thus far in the game. Wide open three-point shot, no good.
Off the back of the rim.
A little too hard on that one. Went off the back of the iron. And Conant the other way. Inside the paint, fakes the shot, deflected. Last touch by the Saxons, Cougar ball.
Cameron Powell able to get a hand on that, knock it away.
Soto's with the ball for the Cougars. As the Cougars will reset. Oducha with the three.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, why not? Showing a little Nikola Mirotic with that. Who says the big man can't shoot threes? Timeout for the Saxons, as that's the biggest lead for Conant all night. They lead by 15 points over the Saxons.
2:32 left here in the third quarter, and Schaumburg has just been stymied here. About halfway through the second half, the offense got shut down, and they've scored very little since then.
Well, that's the pros of being up 12 points. You can have your big man shoot threes, and when he's got the confidence, he's got a couple of blocks, some good rebounds. Why not chuck up an open three? Went in, and now Conant leads by 15.
And Schaumburg taking their time, running down the clock. Like you said, they don't have to score. They just have to burn clock.
Yeah, Conant's going to try to burn the clock as much as possible. Now, they're not going to play not to lose, obviously. They're going to try to get something inside the paint, but there's no need to rush a perimeter shot. If it's not there, take your time and run out the shot clock. Make the Saxons work on offense if they get the rebound.
All right. So the Saxons back on offense.
That's what I love about Bruce. I mean, that's what I love about baseball sometimes, Bruce. There's no clock. No matter how much you're down, until they get 3 outs, you can always come back in the bottom of the ninth.
That's right.
2:12 remaining. Schaumburg trails by 15 points. Three-pointed shot, contested again, rebounded by Conant. On the rebound was Todorov.
Those three-pointers are close, but not close enough.
Oducha, beautiful pump fake. Gets the layup, draws the foul. Oducha's red hot, and he goes to the free throw line with Conant in full control. If he makes this free throw.
Mike Downing.
Mike Downing with the layup. Yes, he'll try to make it a 36-18 score. Mike Downing stands at 6'8", 185 pounds. He also made that three-pointer. I'm sorry, it was him, not Oducha. And 1:50 remaining here in the third quarter. Conant leads by 17 points.
Got a little bit of Dennis Rodman hair going there for him. And it looks like some of Dennis Rodman's game. Back door. Cameron Powell.
Layup, yeah. Went in. Hasn't been a lot of offense by Schaumburg, but when there has been, Cameron Powell's been there. Beautiful reverse layup by this junior.
Powell with great quickness.
Inside to Davis, wide open. Not able to finish. Number 30, Eric Rushing, was all over Davis.
Looks like a reach-in foul there.
Looks like they called it against Rushing. Just so much size, hard to deal with. You can try to box out, you can be as fundamentally as sound as you want near the paint trying to rebound, but when you have to deal with that much size, and don't forget he's a young kid. When you're 16, sometimes you can run a little bit quicker than when you're 18, and that's a lot to deal with. Youth and size that these Saxons have to deal with when it comes to Ryan Davis. 35-20 is our score, nearing 1 minute remaining left in the third quarter. Conant's going to take their time. Eric Downing's giving them great minutes. Made a three and then made a layup earlier.
Knocked away there by Jason Shue. Got a foul called.
And it was not a clear path foul. He was fouled before he had a clear path to the basket. Such a judgment call when it comes to clear path. Very tough on the officials.
Nice interception there by Jason Shue, getting the ball back for Schaumburg.
Inside the lane.
Charge.
Football is more of a contact sport than basketball, but sometimes you got to take one for the team. That was a beautiful job, and it looked like it was Ben Scholes who took the charge.
So Ryan Davis gets it in. Brandon Vincent going to bring it up.
Also with a nice mohawk there. You know, Conant's a good basketball team, but being good just isn't enough, Bruce. You got to look good, too.
Style points?
Style points, of course. You got to have talent, you got to have swag. Those are the combinations of a great basketball team. 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Conant's got to play it keep away with the Schaumburg defense, as they're just going to take their time. Nearing 10 seconds left. Under 10 now in the third quarter. Almost fouled. 6 seconds left. Oh!
Throws it away.
Threw it away, but Ryan Davis got off the block, and he was open for a layup if he had caught that pass. Just wasn't ready for it. A little bit of lack of communication there between Vincent and Davis, and the Saxons get the ball back with 5.9 remaining.
Vincent and Davis sounds like a dance combo.
You said you're not a dancer.
I'm not. That sounds like they could be. Maybe some vaudeville.
3 seconds left.
Charge.
Another drawn charge, that time by Davis. Well, the offenses look good for Conant, but the defense has been even better. It's a very disciplined team. You know you're up 15 points, but every basket you give up might hurt you in the next quarter. So why not just take one for the team? They've taken 2 charges, and that makes it even harder for Schaumburg to come back in the fourth quarter. Half-court pass. 3-point shot attempt. Ran out of room, and that'll end the third quarter.
And Davis, just like an oak tree there under the basket. He's not giving an inch, and he's got the height to block almost anything that comes his way.
Well, the Saxons, we've said they've struggled offensively, and let's give credit to Conant's defense. They've been great. The least amount of points that the Saxons have scored this year was 34. That was their opening game against St. Joseph. Never bad to lose to St. Joseph when it's your first game of the season. They only lost to 5 points to St. Joseph. The defense has been there for the Saxons all year. They just can't get any open shots on the perimeter.
No, they've just been blanketed by that Conant D.
Well, 35-20 is our score as we enter the fourth quarter of play. As the Saxons have 17 fouls to the Conant Cougars 6. So that means Conant will be in the bonus to start the fourth quarter. It'll be Saxons ball as we resume play here.
And the Conant defense has just been impressive here all night.
They got to keep it up, though, as 15 points is a lot to come back from in 8 minutes, but a couple threes go your way, a couple of quick stops, and Schaumburg's right back in this one. Oh, man. Just too much size. Another block by Ryan Davis. Well, if the clock is your friend, if you're head coach Tom McCormick of the Conant Cougars, as they're just going to reset and call the plays that they want to call. No need to rush in any perimeter shots.
So do you think about putting some of the second strings in there to get some experience when you're up by 15?
Not this early. I've seen it too many times. It's more existent and relatable in the NBA game, but it can happen, especially if you get complacent. Like I said, a couple of threes go in for Schaumburg, and Conant doesn't stay disciplined and shoots it too quickly on the shot clock. And Schaumburg might be able to get a comeback in here, but they haven't really been hit any. The problem with Schaumburg is they just haven't been able to get any kind of consistency on the perimeter.
No, they haven't had anything fall here.
If it gets to that 4-minute mark and you're up by 20, then I'd say you'd probably start going to the second string.
Okay, there's 2. And guess who? Cameron Powell. 9 points on the night.
Now, this is when you see how disciplined your team is. Are you looking at the score, or are you looking at your teammates? Anytime you look at the score when you're up, you're just asking for trouble. And I didn't like that shot. I think it was too quick on the shot clock. That's just feeding into Wade Heisler and this Schaumburg team. Drives into the hoop. Ryan Davis again.
Too much height there for the Schaumburg offense.
It's not just the height, though. He's got very good vertical. He's going straight up and down. He's getting up there to get those blocks. He's not just going straight up and down with the hands. He's jumping a little bit.
And he's got girth in there. Takes up a lot of space. From the line, good for 2.
Ryan Davis with the mid-range shot there. a little bit of Gasol there. Had a nice little floater in. Reminded me of Pau Gasol a little bit. 37-22. Into the lane. Fakes the shot. Learned his lesson from the previous 2 blocks. Drew the foul. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, there's no such thing as the perfect basketball player, and Tom McCormick is probably going to tell his young power forward center, don't leave your feet, try to stay compact, and don't draw any fouls. And that was a great job there.
Trotter to the line.
Trotter Hayes to draw the foul and stop the clock. Most importantly, try to get as many free throws as possible, because not only do you get points back, it stops the clock. The clock is not Schaumburg's friend right now.
5 points on the evening for Hayes. Make it 6.
9 points for leading scorer Cameron Powell. Well, Conant's still in control. Let's see if they can rebound from that bad possession where they shot it too early on the shot clock. Downing with the ball. With the beautiful yellow hair. Fakes the drive. Wide open 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Downing. Downing's rebound attempt no good. Schaumburg the other way. Schaumburg on the fast break. And they'll reset. They trail by 13 though. Soto's with great defense.
Quick hands.
Anytime that Schaumburg looks like they see a crease or a way to break through this defense, Soto's just with a great deflection to try to put Schaumburg back at bay.
There's great team quickness there for Schaumburg, or for Conant rather.
Under 5 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Schaumburg is trying to set up any kind of mid-range shots, but once again, Conant is just too quick. Fakes the backdoor cut. Nobody's there. Tries to find somebody inside the paint. Fakes the shot near the corner. Loses the ball. Stolen away by Conant. Conant goes the other way. Trying to get too cute with the ball there, Bruce. Looked like they had a shot on the wing and then tried to make a couple too many dribbles.
Yep, Dakari Ferguson with too many moves there. Loses the handle.
The old basketball drill. 3 passes, then a shot, and looked like there was 15 passes on that last possession from Schaumburg. Well, I'm not going to say it's over yet, but it's looking like it's going to be a Conant victory as they lead 39-24 with about 4 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it'd take a miracle for Schaumburg to be able to come back. Down 15, just having trouble getting anything to fall here.
Under 4 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Schaumburg, unless they can get something going, they'll fall to 0-5. Conant, of course, won that Thanksgiving Invitational Tournament at St. Viator. They're only as they try to improve. A couple games over 500. Fakes the 3-point shot. You guys got to shoot. They're just getting too many dribbles. Just get something to the net. It's just feeding into Conant. As you're down 15 points, you're not down 3. You don't need the perfect shot. You just need a shot.
Well, you need a good shot, and Conant's just not allowing that.
And he went out of bounds. Conant ball, and I'm going to go on a whim and say that will about do it for the Schaumburg Saxons. 39-24 is our score. Well, if you're head coach Wade Heisler of the Schaumburg Saxons, you got to love what you saw from your defense, but just not enough offensively.
No, the defense wasn't bad. Just the offense was just almost non-existent here for 3/4 of the game.
It's a different kind of basketball. Now, I've seen this before. Bruce, you see this a lot in high school basketball where teams will rather go into their half-court sets rather than go on the fast break?
And Schaumburg needs to fast break. They need something here because the half court isn't working for them. And it looks like they think about it and just they won't go for it.
They haven't really tried the fast break all night, and now that you're down this much, although the game's pretty much over, maybe try something for next game. As they just can't get anything going. Jimmy Soto's leading this great Conant defense. As Schaumburg on offense just looks overmatched by the Cougar defense. Timeout by the Saxons. 39-24 is our score with under 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter.
I'd be thinking if I were Conant, put in some guys, get them some minutes, because experience is only going to help you down the road. 2 minutes left. They're not going to give up 15.
Well, for the Schaumburg Saxons, their next games are against Buffalo Grove. That's tomorrow. And they also play Palatine High School on December 10th. Conant High School looking to win once again here. As they've looked great on their home court, giving something for the home fans to cheer about. Well, the Saxons are going to lose this one, Bruce, but you got to like what you saw out of Cameron Powell. He was doing a great job driving to the lane all game.
Yeah, he's good quickness, good penetration, and he's been almost half the offense there for Schaumburg.
Another backdoor cut into the lane, layup,
no
good.
Can't get it to go.
Sometimes when it rains, it pours, Bruce, and an open layup just doesn't fall for Schaumburg.
Ferguson. Shut out on the evening, I believe.
As Conant's just going to play a game of quick keep away. Wow. Picture perfect passing. 0 dribbles on that possession, and it was all great passing and eventually went inside the paint for an easy layup. Conant looking great as they are now over the 40-point threshold.
Nikola Todorov for 2.
Well, if you got your wish, Bruce, we're going to see a couple of subs enter the game on the next whistle from the officials. Fakes the shot on the right corner. Fakes the shot, gets it inside. Inside the lane. Left-handed shot goes in. And at this point, unfortunately for the Saxons, that's just padding the stat sheet as it's now 41-26. Conant's going to win to force the Saxons to an 0-5 record.
So Dakari Ferguson with 2 points. Gets on the scoring tally. And mass substitutions here for Conant. 35 seconds left.
Anytime you force your opponent to have their worst day offensively of the season, you got to give the game ball to the entire 5 starters on defense. Schaumburg held to only 26 points today. And it's just been great overall total defensive effort by the Conant Cougars. They've allowed points in the paint, but that's it. There's been maybe 2 perimeter shots that have gone in for the Schaumburg Saxons, and that's a very kind 2 baskets that have gone in for the Saxons.
They have just been totally shut down here tonight. Can't tell how much of it's Conant defense and how much of it's Schaumburg offense. But that defense just been looking great out there.
41-26 is our score as the Conant Cougars are going to improve their record in the Mid-Suburban League, the West Division. And they're just going to pass the ball around, run out the shot clock, and the Conant Cougars are going to win this battle of the Schaumburg-Hoffman Estates rivalry.
Time ticking down. 10 seconds left. Oh, throws it away.
Lack of communication there from Rinaldo as he threw that one away. Saxons' ball as they'll try to pad the stat sheet. The best they could hope for is a 41-29 loss. Almost a double dribble there, stolen away, and then picked up again by the Saxons. That'll end the game with the three-pointer not going in, and the Conant Cougars defeat the Schaumburg Saxons 41-26.
Like I said, it's just that defense that was stifling. Schaumburg couldn't get a shot off. Nothing uncontested. Just awesome defense there by the Cougars.
Usually you want to give one player the game, but it seems like I just want to give the entire 5 starters all game balls. The whole defense was great. I think the turning point of the game is when Mike Downing made that three-point shot. It just kind of put the air out of the balloon for the Saxons team.
That very well could be, because the air went out very early.
Mike Downing's three-point shot made it 33-18, and then Conant didn't look back after that. They win this one 41-26. Schaumburg falls to 0-5. Thanks for watching this broadcast of the HCTV Game of the Week. I'm Kyle Smith, along with my partner in crime, Bruce Anderson. Have a great night, everybody.